What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life.
And Katie.
Welcome to Sharps, Florida. This is a small place. It ain't big, but we're going to give you guys a tour of it because I feel like sometimes, every once in a while, me and Katie will do a video of a place that's just a little bit different. Now, this area is just between Cocoa and Titusville, and it has a beautiful coastline like anywhere, you know, but the residential parts are so rough out here. Not all of them. Now, Sharps is really small. Katie, can you give me some information on Sharps, please?
It is a census-described place.
Designated place.
Yeah.
Now, this is between, like I said, Titusville and Cocoa. It's a small place. But on our YouTube channel, I like to bring you guys something different that nobody else has, and it's just something out of the normal. So, we'll explore this little town. Of course, you have the Indian River here. So beautiful waterways, usually historic homes facing the water. But then you go on the other side of one and it's a whole different world. So kind of very contrasty here. But, you know, over here you got manatees and lampapades and all types of tampapades down there. But there's a whole nother world here as well. So on today's video, we're going to show you the good and the bad. And one of our YouTube subscribers has recommended us a trailer park we should check out. That should be the bad. So we're gonna go look at that.
Yeah, there's 3,100 and some people here.
Okay.
And there's no census information on demographics past the year 2000.
Yeah, it's a small place. There's not much going on, and it is beautiful along the water. But like I said, we're going to explore the good and the bad. Homelessness in this county, Brevard County, Florida, is absolutely unreal. It's just hard to even imagine. It's heartbreaking, the things you see out here. I mean, we've seen things today that have just, on and off camera, a little difficult. But Brevard County has a lot of problems. Brevard County is not exactly the poster child of Florida, at least not in a good way. Are there beautiful places like this? Yeah, there are, but there's also another side not too far away of this area. It must be heartbreaking to live here. Lots of manatees. I can actually see something moving in the water there. Water looks really clear. I wouldn't doubt there's manatees just right there. But this part of Florida is just it's weird. Like, you have just beautiful places on the water, and you just go like a mile in the other direction, and then you have some like shocking poverty. Homeless people. Like, there was somebody today. It's hot. It's unreal. There's just people sleeping on a sidewalk. On one, it's like, could you imagine in this heat sleeping on a sidewalk? I couldn't live here and see that every day. It would bother me too much. It really would. But for the select few who can afford this over here, this is nice.
Yeah.
I wish I was among them. Today has been an awfully hot day. Oh, look, they're getting rid of furniture and stuff. Lots of trash outs on this coast over here. That furniture right there, it's got some water damage. Seems like people do throw away a lot of stuff on this coast over here compared to where we live, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. No, he's got twins on him. Malibu. Newer houses here.
Yeah.
So there's not even a lot of analytical information about this place.
Yeah.
New houses on top of the hill over there. You can see over here they built new houses up there on top of that hill.
Paint the bridge.
And there is a pedestrian crossing over there, which is kind of interesting because Florida caring about pedestrians is interesting. Is it gated? It's not gated. Okay. So there are new houses there. Okay. We're gonna go back over here and we're gonna explore kind of like
By the bail bonds.
by the bail bonds. Yeah, by the bail bonds part of town. And see the parts of this area that are like, huh. So one thing I've noticed is that people will do this over here a lot on this coast is that they'll put stuff out by the curb, like they've done over here, when they're trying to sell stuff.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see all the stuff they got for sale, which is a great marketing technique. It must be time consuming. I mean, how much time would it take to pack all that stuff up? It's like a yard sale, but not a yard sale. It should just give you an idea. And people here are literally selling used clothes. I'm not even kidding. Like, there's just a lot of poverty. So this trailer park's been recommended to us by a subscriber. He's like, man, you should tell you that you can go down there, that tater there, and check out the little tater there, man. I was like, okay. He's like, trust me, Jose, you're gonna feel right at home. I was like, all right, man, I trust you, Larry. So thank you guys for always putting us on the places that are like this. Like, thank you.
I'm seeing it. Why you wanted me to come
I can
here?
see why you want me to come here. Like, why wouldn't you want me to come here? Like, this is that place I would just come to for the coming to of it. But sometimes it takes a while. Like, this was a place recommended to me probably over a year ago.
Yeah, it was just outside.
You know, leave those comments. If there's a place that you want me to see, you just got to put me on to it.
Yeah.
When I get to it, I'll get to it. And that's the thing about me. Like, if you tell me there's a trashy place out there, I'm gonna see it. This is kind of like where we grew up in Naples. It's kind of like just an older mobile home park. Definitely. The thing about these mobile home parks in Florida, and correct me if I'm wrong, is it me or is it just the craziest people on earth live in these places?
Yeah.
Like, I remember when we first moved down to our town, and it's changed a lot demographically. Like, oh, this isn't even it.
Really?
It's still a little bit further down.
I was wondering why this looked nice.
No, it's a little bit further down. Like, this isn't even it yet.
Like, usually when
we're
people
in the area.
recommend something, it's like
you'll know.
You'll know.
No,
and I'm like, this looks a little nice.
Look, for rent. You can rent a trailer here.
I think is it a lot or
it's a new trailer. They're renting a new trailer.
Nice.
Now we have to see what they're renting it for, because one thing I've noticed about this area over here is I don't get how people. I mean, I get why, like, in a beach town people want money, but these aren't like real beaches over here. Like, what are you trying to get out of me?
They might be just trying to price people out.
I don't know what they're thinking, because the prices. Like, I understand why it's expensive where we live. We're in Sarasota by Siesta Key, but why is Brevard
so expensive?
Why is Brevard County getting expensive? Like, it can't be expensive. I guess people are misinformed.
Yeah.
People are if they actually knew what makes Sarasota expensive, you'd understand.
You see a lot of people moving out of Florida, like right now and within the last few years. Like, they're moving out because they were so,
they were sold a dream that wasn't real.
Yeah. Like, all those people who moved here because of COVID, because you didn't have to wear a mask.
We don't have to wear a mask. We're moving to Florida, honey, so we don't have to wear a mask. Oh. Man, I'd rather wear a mask to a freaking $100,000 job here. And I tell you what, I'd rather wear a mask to make $100,000 a year than not have to wear a mask to starve here in Florida.
Yeah.
Stupid.
You took a short-term problem
and turned it into a lifelong nightmare.
Yeah.
That's like Katie. Like, the other day, Katie was talking back to me, and I considered punching her upside her throat. And I said, you know what? Her talking back to me is a short-term problem. But me going to jail for domestic abusement down there is going to be a lifelong complication. And then there's this. I don't even know what the crap this is.
Oh, boy.
What's going on here?
Yeah. And we haven't even hit
We
the
haven't even
neighborhood.
arrived to the neighborhood we're supposed to be at.
Yeah.
People are living like that, bro. There's 5 or 6. There's 6 campers there. That's unreal. There are 6 trailers.
Everywhere.
There are
Maybe
6
the further
trailers.
you get into this, the worse
No,
it is.
no, this is wild. There are 6 trailers on that lot. I don't know if you caught that. No, this is wild out here, buddy.
But then you got brand new house views.
Yeah,
So basically, the people in the brand new house have a view of this.
On the other side of that, yeah.
Oh, but
yeah,
on the
building-
second floor, you
Bro,
can see all
did you catch
this.
the fact? Did you catch
Yeah.
the fact that there were 6 campers on that lot?
Yeah.
That's wild.
They have second floors over there. They're overlooking all this.
Mm-hmm.
So they just paid what, $200,000-$300,000 for a brand new house, or more,
I don't know why you're talking, but you're talking.
and you have a view of a trailer park
I don't know what you're.
from your second story.
Okay, the air conditioning vents pushing the air over it.
Yeah, because you are overhanging it.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we don't get the glare.
Yeah.
It's my glare reduction towel. Uber driving YouTube channel having a trick. There are 6 campers on that lot. People outside right there. That's gotta be a meth lab. There are 6 trailers on that lot. I don't know if you guys caught that. 6. There's 3 in the front, and I can see at least 3 more behind it. And if that's not a meth lab, I don't know what is.
Or slumlord at its finest.
How is that legal?
I don't think they care.
Why would they? This is what this is. Oh, like when I first moved to Naples, baby.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like, the year 2000.
25 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the year 2000. That was cool. The year 2000 when I moved to Naples. The characters that live. I'm gonna blow a stop sign because this guy on the bicycle, he's not going to. He's not gonna stop, and he's gonna go wrong. He's gonna hit the road. Like the characters that lived in that street, that neighborhood.
Yeah.
When we first moved there, I mean, they were characters, Katie. I mean, it was. These are guys that were like there was a guy that had a pet rattlesnake. I can't remember his name. Kurt. Never know what happened to him. But like these were like Florida rednecks that were before all the development and building and stuff. And it was buck wild. I mean, it was something else.
I think it had mellowed by the time I was there.
Oh yeah, by the time you got there, it started picking up.
Yeah.
You were the gentrification, Katie. When you moved in, the whole neighborhood.
Oh.
Yeah, you were the when Katie moved into the neighborhood, it got better. It was like that was when we were like, okay, we got one white woman moved in. When a white woman from Michigan moved in, the whole neighborhood just changed. But before you moved there, like, dude, there was like when we first moved to the Royal Cove, there was this guy called Kirk. Crazy redneck. Like, just crazy redneck. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. Like, just, he had a pet rattlesnake. Like, this is the type of stuff you see, like, I don't know, New Mexico desert type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, just bizarre people. He had a pet rattlesnake. He encouraged kids to catch snakes and keep them as pets. Of course, as Hispanic parents, they're like, okay, if you go to Kurt's house, he's gonna, like, hurt you. You're good for that. I can hold on to it.
Okay.
Like, my parents, like, being Hispanics, our parents are like, okay, if you go to Kurt's house, you're gonna, like, he's gonna kidnap you. Like, you're not coming back. But all the white kids would go over there, right? And he would, like, listen to heavy metal with them and let them pet his snakes, you know? And our parents were like, you do not go to Kurt's house, okay? You're not. And I never went. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I would just hear stories from all the other white kids, like, yeah, man, he has, like, he plays country music, not country, he listens to heavy metal. Okay, imagine if, like, Beavis from Beavis and Butthead was a real person.
Oh, man.
He was just like, yeah, kind of looked like Beavis. Never wore a shirt. Couple, like, dragon tattoo on his chest. You know? And my parents were like, yeah, you don't go over there. Like, if you go over there, you're not going to be our son anymore. Like, you don't go over there. Look at all the garbage
had good parents.
Yeah, my parents were like, hey, look, they didn't like. That's the thing between like Spanish parents and like white parents. White parents were like, okay, you know, if you're going to Kurt's house, make sure he doesn't do anything weird to you. No, it ain't none of that. My parents were like, look, if you go to Kurt's house, like, you're not our son anymore. He keeps you. You know what I mean? Like, you go to Kurt's house, that's on you. So, like, we don't know. Like, I heard stories from, like, Mickey and, like, all the other crazy white kids would go over there. You know, all, like, the other white kids would go over there, right? And they'd tell us, like, they listen to heavy metal and hang out with some rattlesnakes and stuff. And our parents, like, they didn't know about the rattlesnakes and they didn't know about, like, the heavy metal. Our parents were like, look, man, if you go over there, you're not our son anymore. Like, we don't know what happens to you if you go over there, but whatever happens to you at Kurt's house, like, if you go over there, like, you're not our son anymore. Like, we don't know you. Like, if you go over there, like, it's between you and him now. Like, you're no longer part of the family if you go over there. But, like, there was just these weird characters, like, I mean, this was, like, Florida in the 2000s. Like, there were some characters.
Yeah.
There were definitely characters. Like, it was, like, I think probably Kirk was, like, the most iconic character of them all.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if a redneck walking around with a rattlesnake, and yeah, like, are you not allowed to have, like, protected species as pets? This guy's hobby was having protected species. Like, that's what he did. He had rattlesnakes and coral snakes. Like, if you needed venom from, like, a coral snake, he'd be like, well, let me see which one's in the good shape right now. I got 4 or 5 of them right now. And then, like, one time he was outside, he had, like, a coral snake or something on his hand, you know? And I was like, dude, like, you know, that's, like, poisonous, right? He's like, oh, no, I milked it, man. Like, there's not enough poison left in it right now to kill somebody. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you'll get sick, man, but like, how do you find out what level of poison your coral snake has at the moment? Like, that's the type of thing he knew. Like, he knew, like, I don't know, dude, like, this coral snake right now, like, I've been milking its poison lately. Like, it doesn't have enough to kill you. Now, if you want to kill somebody, you let me know, and I can, like, stop milking its poison for a while. And I was like,
oh,
dude, it was so redneck. It was just, these types of people don't exist today. And if they did, they're in a state prison. Like, they're not around. We're not even to the part our subscriber told us about.
Please take me wherever that is, because I'm sure Kurt is there right now.
Fine, Kurt. Have you seen Kurt Bang? Which one?
What?
This one with the snakes or the one with the iguanas, man?
Oh, snake Kurt's there?
That's our
Really?
first rebel flag right there. Rattlesnake. You seen rattlesnake, Kurt? And, you know, like, there were rumors that if you went to his house, you'd never come back. But I think that was just our parents, like, just letting us know that whatever was happening at Kurt's house, like, we weren't going to be partaking in it, you know? Whatever it was, whether it was the poisonous snake taming or the... Okay, there are 4 rebel flags on this street. There's more rebel flags than teeth on this street. If your street has more rebel flags than teeth, you might be a redneck. Rough, huh? Mm-hmm. Rough. Let's go to the park. We're not even to the area that we're supposed to go to.
Yeah, I am wondering how it's gonna look out there.
Rough, man. Rough. Mm-hmm. I love how much junk people, like, even the poor people have, like, stuff they can throw out here.
Yeah.
Like, junk ain't nothing out here. Everybody's got junk. Even poor people have stuff to throw out here.
Why are you so far to the left?
This house is, like, abandoned right there. Put your feet out. Cool. You gotta love how, like, people just think that, like, oh, it's always the black part down, it's the worst. Like, you ain't been to Florida. And I love when people are like, it's always the black part down.
I guarantee this is the worst
no,
part,
like, yeah. You've never been to Florida, my friend.
Or Alabama. You got some of the same characters.
Alabama's pretty close on black to white. Alabama's black to white ratio is pretty close right there. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you which was worse, Alabama.
Yeah,
White. Yeah, Alabama's. You're right, dude. I remember like yeah, Alabama like has worse white neighborhoods than black neighborhoods. It's just people don't know these things.
yeah.
Like I love in our show. There's always like the racist person, you know.
Yeah, there's always that podcast.
There's always like the racist person,
Yeah,
you know,
no.
like it's always the black part down. It's the
Nope.
worst part down. Like you ain't been to Sharp, Florida, and seen their white part down there. Because these places are a lot like. This is not places you hear about. Yeah, like you've probably driven through here, but you've never driven in here.
Yeah.
There's that place that you just drive through and you don't know what's back in those little trailer parks over there. So I stopped at a gas station, fill up at Hardyville. This is the place right here. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. But this place right here has some real. There's a real store to be. Look at that truck coming up this way.
Kids
That's like Alabama 101 right
Yeah.
there. I wonder if this should be a whole different way. I'll keep it running.
Keep it running. We can just call it trailer parks of Brevard County.
Trailer hoods.
Latin. I think this is
There's starting to be a lot of Guatemalans out here. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
Bless their hearts for picking this place. I can already see the garbage. This is the place right here.
Yeah.
So I'm not already in it. And I can already see piles of garbage. I hope they have like a bed bug deterrent. Wow, that's a lot of garbage. My goodness. You can tell people been like ransacking the garbage too. Dude, this is wow. Look at all the garbage everywhere. Metal pickers everywhere. Is this guy even looking where he's going? He's not. This has been fun.
Yeah.
this is definitely a whole different world. Like,
Definitely.
I mean, people be going to like come to Florida and they go to Disney. Like, I'm not going to Disney. I'm going to Sharps.
Yeah. I'm gonna find whatever backwoods trailer park I need to find.
Like, why would you go to Disney when you could come here?
I'm considering going to Palatka.
Yeah. Like, people come to Florida and they don't even see the real Florida.
No,
Like, if you're coming to Florida, like
that is clean.
old Lincoln, yeah.
Looks like
We need to get our money up and so we can buy our own trailer. Let's just have all the type of junk.
that we like to
We've been
have.
beating around the bush around this trailer park for too long. We just need to find one. We're making our own dream home. Actually, after living in a place like this for 20 years, I've had it with trailer parks.
Yeah, I've had it.
You have no idea how problematic it is to live in these places. Like, living in a place like this, you have no idea the things you have to deal with.
Oh my gosh, I'm just done.
Like, police, shootings. This guy has a funeral
Someone
car.
crashed into a fire hydrant in broad daylight.
Yeah. Cars stuck in your ditch. All the time. That's a huge thing.
All the time.
Why? Haitian flag back there.
Yeah.
Sac passé. Wow. You got Haitians and Confederates in the same neighborhood. That can't go right.
Yeah.
That's
There's
just a
reason I
bad
live in Lincoln
combination of
Ranch.
people.
Yeah.
That's just like a bad combination of things in the same, like Haitians and rednecks in the same neighborhood. Actually, like I feel like Haitians and rednecks would probably get along, but they just have like similar tastes.
In collections.
There's a lot of Spanish people in here.
Yeah. But I will say the other place looked.
Hey, it's a free water heater. Is it got a copper tube on it?
No.
Like, as Haitians and rednecks actually have a lot in common.
Yeah.
First of all, like, it'd be a competition to see who could be stingier.
And who could collect the most things.
Yeah, like there would definitely be some shared in common interests. The amount of garbage in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
These are people, what they do, they go work for the rich people, and then the rich guy give them $40 the whole way couch.
Yeah.
Kind of like what we did. That was us for many years.
Yeah.
Wow. The redneck. Oh, look, coconut trees. That's pretty far north for a coconut. They got coconuts, and then they got pitaya, which is dragon fruit in English. So they're gonna be Mexican. I can't believe there's actually there's a lot of Spanish people out here.
I remember you were mad at me because I wanted to grow dragon fruit in the house.
Well, people would think we're Mexicans. Cactus. Well, there's actually Spanish people here. That's crazy. Rednecks, Haitians, and Spanish people. What a combination. Look at how desolate this street looks. Like, doesn't this look like something straight out of... Looks like something straight out of Texas.
Yeah.
Wow, this looks desolate and crappy out here. This looks like a scene straight out of Texas. Like Midland, Texas type of crap.
Yeah.
Wow. People go to Florida and they go see Disney.
Yeah.
Bring your family here and have them see this. I mean, first of all, it's free. You don't have to pay to see this. Nothing that you're going to see in Disney will compare to this guy's burnt up Chevy collection. And you guys are only seeing stuff on one side of the road. Like, we're seeing goodies on... We're seeing things on both sides of the road. Like, you're only getting a half a picture here. This right here is why... Like, so many people come to Florida, right? And they don't even get to see Florida. Like, 70 million people a year come to see Orlando. Only me and Katie have come to see this neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think that's the other neighborhood. Unless there is something.
Yeah, there's something else going on back on that street over there too, bud.
How do I find that? Please take me that.
I love how they stuccoed their shed but not their house.
Yeah.
It's like the shed's more important than the house. 8-foot grass, right? How's your grass get like? At what point does like you go from having grass to just having trees? 6 miles for you. Even looking at out here, like, dude, this is like, wow. There's people living there. I'm so sorry. There's like people living in that van. Oh look, just say, what is that thing?
Beware, just say no to, and then something got crossed out. So, yeah.
This is like Alabama and Florida out here.
Woo! Look at that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of burnt up stuff out here, so I'm guessing there's see, like all these burnt down stuff. Like, people don't realize like what it's actually entails to live in a place like this. When you see these burnt down houses, this is not like, this is somebody that, you know, these are people that are problematic. Like, this is not just like, oh, a trailer burned down. Like, no, like somebody burned that trailer down because there was a problem. Like, you don't understand how dangerous and how irritating, I guess, it would be to live in a place like this. Like, dude, this is somebody's house that just somebody burnt that crap. Like, that's not an accident right there. Like, if you think that's accidental, bless your heart. Like, you don't know what it's like to live in these places. There was a murder on our neighborhood in Naples.
Yeah,
before we moved in.
told me about it.
Yeah, it was like some Mexicans. They were there for many years. I went to school with the girls. They were kind of not good-looking girls. And they were girls, but they were so ugly that nobody even dated them. But their uncle got murdered by their aunt in the trailer. Where your friend, remember your friends that they used to rent?
Huh?
Remember your friends used to rent a trailer?
Yeah.
Well, the Mexican guy that lived there, the uncle, got stabbed to death by the mom.
I thought that was more toward the back.
No, that was like in the middle.
Oh, okay.
So there's a trail going through the woods there. I'm gonna guess it's headed for a homeless camp. Bro. Or it could be a meth lab that blew up.
Yeah.
Somebody in the comment section type, Jose, that's a meth lab. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, that was definitely not. That there was a meth lab. Dude, rugged. And you know what, like, I love about these places is just looking for bullet holes. Because they're like, every once in a while you see like a bullet hole
Yeah,
somewhere.
so.
It's so beautiful that somebody would take the time out of their life to shoot something. Wow, and here we thought this was like an uneventful place to make a video, right? Like, we're like, there's no reason why we should even make a video in this little tiny town of Florida, right?
Yeah.
Bless your heart. What an adventure. Like, why would somebody pay to go to Disney World when you could just come here and just soak in all this beautiful mailboxes waving at you? Remember we went through like a phase where we had novelty mailboxes?
Yeah.
That's another like trashy neighborhood thing to do is novelty mailboxes.
Yeah. Oh, nice to see North. That is snacks.
Novelty mailboxes is a thing.
Yes.
Qué clásica, la oficial, man. Okay, it's almost 4 in the afternoon. We're still 3 hours from home.
Yes.
It's gonna be a long day.
I know.
So I think from here that way starts Crime St. John.
Yeah, we're gonna do that attached.
Let me see the map real quick. Can I see the map real quick? Broadway. We gotta do Titusville and Port St. John.
Yeah.
How much did our Port St. John get last time? We'll look at that before anything. If it didn't do very well, we'll skip on it. This is actually called Hardyville. The Port St. John starts right over there. Alright guys, check it out.